Now the topic before us is clarifying long-term goals and aspirations. We have already learned that career counseling is a systematic process where the career counselor helps us in identifying our skills, aptitudes, strengths, weaknesses, abilities, skills, and they also help us in exploring various career options so that we can take an informed decision with regard to our career. Career counseling has various key components, and one of the key components is self assessment. The career counselor helps us in identifying our personal values, strengths, weaknesses. They also help us in clarifying long term goals and aspirations. It may be possible that we may not be clear about our long term goals, what we want to achieve in the next few years or even decades. When we are unsure about our future, which we want to achieve, whatever are our long term goals, the career counselor can help you in clarifying the long term goals and aspirations. How they can clarify the same to us? They talk to us and they may ask us the questions like, what do you want to achieve in your career? Do you want to do your own business or want to do a job? Do you want to work in a particular industry or company? That is, you want to work with a government company, with a multinational company, or with a non-profit organization? You want to work in a textile industry, or you want to work in some IT industry or in pharma industry? They may also ask you, do you want to travel extensively? That is, if you do not like traveling much, you may not be fit for the purpose of marketing. So on the basis of various questions, interviews and discussions, they will be in a position to point out what you want to achieve in the next few years or even decades, because they will compile all the information which they have gathered from you on the basis of the questions, discussions and various tests performed on you. The career counselors help the individuals in establishing clear and measurable long term goals. If, say, you say to the career counselor that I want to become a regional manager in some multinational company, this is my long term goal, but you are not having leadership qualities, teamwork abilities, or you are not having proper communication skills, then this type of goal, long term goal, may not be appropriate for you, or you may have to work hard to achieve that goal. The long term goal which you set for yourself should be clear and measurable. The long term goal may include things like reaching certain point in their careers. That is, you may have decided that you want to become, say, regional manager in some government owned bank, or you want to earn, say, $1 lakh in 10 years, or you want to make a big mark in your chosen field. That is, you want to become a reputed scientist, a reputed teacher. This may be your long-term goals. When the career counselor performs assessment tests, interviews, or discussions, then they will be in a position to clarify you regarding your long-term goals. And when you have the information that these are your long-term goals as have been told to you by your career counselor on the basis of the information provided by you, then you can take well-informed decisions, and you can start taking actions from today itself to achieve that goal. That is, if you have decided, that is, the career counselor has find out that your long-term goal is this one, and the career counselor will now guide you to take these steps, appropriate steps, so that you can achieve your career goal in your future. Now we will understand this concept with the help of an example. Suppose there is a person named Ruby. She is a recent college graduate, but she is uncertain about her future, which career he should opt for in future. So she goes to a career counselor, she seeks her advice. During the career counseling process, Ruby expresses that she wants to work for the improvement of healthcare facilities of the poor people and wants to make significant impact in this field. Now, with the help of the career counselor, Ruby explores various healthcare administration roles. That is, what are the options where she will be in a position to serve the marginalized populations. That is, what are the those options which may be available to him in future, so that he can help the poor people in the field of healthcare facilities. Now, Ruby is motivated by her long-term vision. That is, she wants to serve the poor people in the healthcare field. So now she pursues a master's degree in healthcare administration, and she starts internship as a community health clinic. As she was a very dedicated and she was having long-term vision to serve the poor people so far as their health facilities are concerned, she eventually became the director of operations at a non-profit healthcare organization. As she was working in a good rank, she expanded the healthcare facilities to the poor communities. So she was in a position to fulfill her long-term goals and aspirations. Though it may be out of context, we as an individual should also take the steps, whatever possible steps we can take to help the poor and marginalized sections of the society. This real life example shows that the career counseling can help the individuals in clarifying their long-term career aspirations and taking steps to achieve them. So far we have discussed that career counselor can career counseling is a systematic process which helps a person in identifying his skills, his values, his aptitudes, his strengths, his weaknesses, and on the basis of the guidance provided by the career counselor, we can take an informed decision with regard to our career goal. We can also conclude that self assessment, that is knowing our own skills, interests, strengths, and weaknesses, is essential if we are to take the decision with regard to our career. The career counselor can help you in all these aspects, and he will also help you in clarifying long term goals and aspirations. So it becomes easier for you to pick the right career. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.